Kita akan berdiri di atas kaki kita sendiri. Saya tidak rela kalau kalian itu disuruh-suruh oleh bangsa lain. Saya tidak rela. Saya tidak rela anak-anak saya jadi kacungnya bangsa lain. Saya tidak rela.
Indonesia doesn't need Europe anymore.
We just say that the Europe doesn't treat Indonesia the same way like they treat Vietnam and Thailand. We just want to have an equal treatment.
So do you think that you are kind of pressured to choose between Europe and US and China, or can there be an equidistance strategy for Indonesia in the years to come?
I think for Indonesia it's very simple. We don't want to wait too long. In Europe, we are too long already. We negotiate the Indonesian SEPA.
Yeah.
We are willing and eager. But it takes 7 years, not done yet. And 18 round of negotiation. We know how to negotiate. We understand the best practice. We even signed Indo-Pacific Economic Framework with US on June 6th. But when I can sign the EU SEPA, I think only God knows.
Indonesia doesn't need Europe anymore.
We just say that the Europe doesn't treat Indonesia the same way they treat Vietnam. The Europe doesn't treat Indonesia the same way like they treat Thailand. We just want to have an equal treatment. That's it. That's all.
Why do you think that is? Because of the strong position in certain areas?
I think because of, I don't know, you have to tell us as the see what happened. But President Joko Widodo has said during the meeting with EU in Brussels 2 years ago that these things are not acceptable. And even during Prime Chancellor Scholz opening the Hannover Messe 2 weeks ago, he also mentioned that let Europe decide in dealing with the ASEAN countries. And the long period is, according to Chancellor Scholz, is not acceptable.
Dari wawancara yang kita lihat, betapa sebenarnya Indonesia sangat kecewa pada Eropa. Beberapa di antaranya dikarenakan Eropa tidak berkomitmen untuk serius bekerja sama dengan Indonesia. Bahkan Eropa terkesan ingin melumpuhkan Indonesia dengan mencarikan rival terdekat di kawasan. Misalnya saja Vietnam, Thailand, Singapura, dan Malaysia. Negara-negara tersebut bukan saja berpotensi, akan tetapi juga memiliki histori yang tidak terlalu baik dengan Indonesia. Di lain sisi, bukankah ini adalah cara Eropa untuk menunda-nunda kerjasama dengan Indonesia, dikarenakan pemerintahan Jokowi terlalu berpihak kepada rakyat? Mereka seakan menunda kerjasama, menunggu Indonesia dipimpin lagi oleh pemimpin yang pro-barat dan tidak memikirkan rakyat, sehingga lebih mudah untuk dikapitalisasi.
Who else providing jobs for Indonesian people? Europe thinking about Indonesia men on the street?
Di tengah kegiatan di OECD dan JEC, Menko Airlangga diwawancara oleh media Jerman Handelsblatt.
So do you think that in the US there has been this fear that the production facilities are mainly Chinese owned and that they have the feeling that they will become dependent on so-called Chinese nickel in Indonesia? What would you say to those voices?
I think investment has no flag. So I think it's not only China, but you have US in the copper side.
I see.
You have in the past Japan in the bauxite side. But on the nickel side, we learn from this history. Before this investment in nickel, Indonesia export of steel is only $2 billion. That is quite recent in 2014. But now it's 26 to 30 billion in a year. So what is it? It's a value addition to the Indonesian people.
What do you think will change, or what do you want to change in the international economy with Indonesia having more of a say in developing it?
Yeah, first, Indonesia has proven that when Indonesia chair G20, the inclusivity is there, the global south is there, and we would like to see things together for the benefit of all. We see that the world, even though the world is big, but getting smaller. One thing's happening in Ukraine affected men on the street in Indonesia who has nothing to do
Right.
with what happened in Ukraine. But they have to bear the cost. That's what Indonesia doesn't want. Same thing when things happen with Israel and Hamas. When the oil price going up, again, men on the street is suffer. We don't want that things are happening globally, suffering. So if we can be in the process to help that, so it will help many of the Indonesian people as well. So Indonesian are, of course, we have the aspirations, as you say, at the fourth largest economy. Today, Indonesia is the 16th largest economy. If in the 2045, our number of people is around 320 million people, with the GDP of 30,000, it means we become a 9 trillion economy. Today, Germany is 4 trillion economy. So you can compare what size of Indonesia at a time. But of course, we have many homework to do. Among others, of course, value added to create jobs for Indonesian people. Who else providing job for Indonesian people? Are you in Germany would like to provide job for Indonesia? Are you in Europe thinking about Indonesian men on the street? It's only Indonesian government will think about Indonesian people.
Well, we need employees, but
Yes, that's why we need to put policy that supporting the Indonesian people as well as putting Indonesia as the global value chain network. That's it and that's all. That's why what we want.
Menteri Perekonomian Indonesia Airlangga Hartarto sudah melihat rekam jejak hubungan Indonesia dan Eropa secara teliti, yang meliputi banyak aspek. Dan yang menjadi garis bawah dari perkataan Menko Perekonomian kita tersebut adalah, Eropa tidak pernah memikirkan nasib rakyat Indonesia. Di sini Airlangga mengisyaratkan dengan jelas, bahwa Indonesia sudah jera bekerja sama dengan Eropa. Yang mana niat baik Indonesia selalu dicari celahnya untuk selalu dimanfaatkan secara sepihak.
Eropa boykot kita, saya jawabnya apa? Saya jawabnya, Alhamdulillah, terima kasih. Terima kasih kau tidak mau beli kelapa sawit kita. Kita akan gunakan kelapa sawit kita untuk rakyat Indonesia sendiri. Hai Eropa, kami baik sama kau. Kami cinta kau. Tapi kau tak cinta aku. We love Europe, but sometimes Europe does not love us. And you boycott our palm oil. You boycott our palm oil and we say to you, thank you, sir. You don't have to buy our palm oil. We will use our palm oil ourselves, saudara-saudara. Kalau bahasa anak Jakarta, lo mau beli kek, lo nggak beli kek, emang gue pikirin.